Next, please.
Yes, Lord. This universe, this is Mr. Abu Talib Aydan.
Abu Talib is a very useful man, I must say.
Is it infinite? And can we understand infinity? What is the meaning of infinity in this sense?
We can only understand infinity and nothing else. To understand finite is impossible. If everything is finite, the question is what is beyond. So you can only understand infinity and never understand finity. Finite thing, you know. Tell him this and then I'll explain further.
Okay. Here's another question because Hudur mentioned it. He will say what beyond this. And it is in the question.
Okay.
He said, ماذا كان قبل الكون?
I'm coming to that. Now this is a very interesting discussion now raging among the scientists, and they are completely baffled and defeated about this. Previously they were quite happy. They didn't believe in God, but they believed in eternity. So they said everything is eternal and there is no problem. Nobody has to create anybody, because eternity is understandable. It satisfied their conscience, their minds, to believe in eternal existence of matter. But things were discovered later which proved beyond a shadow of doubt that the universe is not eternal. Neither on that side nor on the other side, not from the back nor from the front. It will terminate one day, and it was not there eternally. So now the question of God is again raised, because without eternity, finite things cannot be explained. Where did it come from? Unless there has to be an eternal being before this who could create. So eternity is the only thing they can understand. Finiteness always puzzles them and provides problems. Now, incidentally, I tell you of some very interesting discussion going on in the world about entropy. Entropy means that the entire sum total of energy, which is found in the form of mass, consolidated things or gases, all the material things, atoms, etc., are made of energy. You see, when the atom is destroyed, you see, the energy which is released is so immense. So that is atomic bomb, the concept of atomic bomb. So everything is of energy. But the universe is losing energy very slowly, but it's losing to a form of energy which is not recyclable. In chemical energies, transfer of energies, one form can be converted into another, another back into the one, but we have to put some other energy in between, and everything is reversible in that way. You can make water out of hydrogen and oxygen. If you put in some energy, you can make hydrogen and oxygen out of water if you release some energy. So some chemical reactions require energy intake, and that energy is preserved in them. When you break them into their own original constituents, then they release that much energy which they had absorbed. This is understandable. This can go on eternally. This is not the problem. The problem is that the whole universe is losing a small fraction of its energy, in the sense that that energy can never be cycled back. So if this universe was eternal, it should have been finished long ago, so far away that we can't imagine it, how far away. Because in eternity there is no end. As if nothing should exist. This is the baffling question which has not been answered by the non-believers in God, and this has been presented by believing scholars. They say they're stupid people who believe that there is no God. If there is entropy, there has to be a God. Because entropy means eternity cannot exist in the matter. And without eternity, this matter cannot exist. So what is bothering him is the wrong question. He should have wondered about finiteness, not about the infinity.
Yes. Please. That means we cannot understand infinity, because he mentioned
we cannot understand the outer counterpart of infinity. We can only understand infinity. This is what I'm saying.
Yes.
Finiteness is ununderstandable.
Yes.
What we can understand is only infinity.
No.
And I have proved it scientifically.
No.
Because how can a thing be finite? If it is finite, then it is finite on both ends, beginning and end. So if it is so, then it has an age. That means from the beginning to that age of end, it should have run its course and get finished. So if it happened, when did it start and how? That is the question. If it happened long, long ago, then long, long ago everything should have been finished.
No.
You understand the point now? Yes. And this leads to the final conclusion that there has to be eternity. Because if there is not eternity, then the question will go on and on. Who created him and who created him? And it's absurd. So that is why I said only eternity is understandable. So it leads to the belief in an eternal God who was not created. Jazakumullah. Right? Assalamu alaikum.